Mr. Keller.
Thank you, Madam Chair. America's veterans honorably served our nation, defending our freedoms and our way of life. Our government must ensure these heroes are not subjected to bureaucratic red tape upon returning home from their service. However, that's exactly what has happened to hundreds of thousands of veterans. They have waited in limbo for months and years to receive basic veterans benefits. The COVID-19 pandemic caused the National Personnel Records Center to scale down its operations to 25% capacity, and as a result of its reduced operations, the NPRC has amassed a records backlog, as you have mentioned, up to 600,000 records or requests. The service records are vital for accessing medical benefits, filing disability claims, and requesting regalia or commendation, such as Purple Hearts. Our office, as mentioned, has been dealing with cases of veterans, as many have here in Congress. Their families, cases of veterans and their families not being attended to in a timely fashion. This is not only problematic, it's unacceptable, and we must work to resolve the issue as quickly as possible. H.R. 7337, the Access to Veterans Records Act, while we're working together, and it proves that we can do that, we need to pass the legislation for the American people, particularly our veterans. We're looking to eliminate the backlog of over 500,000 records requests, and while also modernizing the National Personnel Records Center to ensure a backlog of veterans records requests never happens again. It began during the pandemic, this backlog, and it was made worse by poor management policies. The height, and again, I can talk about that again, 600,000 records backlog. That's unacceptable. I mean, because people didn't want to come to work, or we didn't lay out the plan for them to come to work. And I say we, I say the federal government. I'm glad the chairwoman agreed to revisions to the bill that ensure the backlog is relieved, many of which came from a bill, as the ranking member mentioned, was introduced almost a year ago, H.R. 3710. It had 75 co-sponsors. But the most important revision is the requirement of the NPRC to maintain in-person staffing levels and also performance metrics. We need all of the people back at the NPRC staffed regularly for a full day's work in person to solve the problem. Most of the records are not digitally preserved. NPRC employees must be in the office to fulfill the records request. The National Archives and Records Administration informed us at the beginning of this month that in order to effectively address the backlog, it needs to be responding to requests within 20 days. The bill ensures that employees go to work and satisfy the needs of our veterans. It provides resources to begin the process of digitally preserving records. Once digitation process is complete, this will allow the NPRC to be pandemic-proof through and the ability to fulfill requests under any circumstance. The bill is an opportunity for the committee to come together and ensure our veterans receive the care and service they deserve. I urge my colleagues to support this, but as mentioned, we need to make sure that the safeguards are in place to prevent this kind of poor management in the future and to give our veterans the service they have earned and deserve. I yield back.
The gentleman